My name's Steve Paine, Chippy, online Chippy, and I'm here today at the DevMob 2010. There's been a range of sessions, which is typical bar camp type scenario. So we started off this morning writing down some ideas about sessions. There's been a couple of good ones, one in particular from myself. I was talking about the 4-inch to 10-inch screen space. Actually, it wasn't my presentation that was interesting, it was actually the feedback from the guys out there. I had some really nice feedback about I talk about apps and where they fit into in terms of screen space. You know, it's not all smartphone. There are other devices out there, and got some great feedback from some of the guys, especially talking about multi-user scenarios that are possible on big screens when we look to netbook size devices, and that was really good. But there was also some interesting stuff from Intel about optimization of code. It was a great talk about Moblin, basically a primer on Moblin, the whole thing from the bottom up through to sample code. And actually I found it quite interesting. Being an ex-coder myself, I found myself wanting to get back into coding, but no, I'll stick to blogging. In terms of monetization, there's kind of two camps at the moment. There's these sort of the new generation of developers, the quick developers, the ones that have a 2-month time scale and a budget of £500 for their laptop, and that's it, that are aiming to produce the next hit quick app on the iPhone or whatever. And then we've got the serious developers here as well, and of course there's two different angles about monetization here. You know, one's a very short-term aim, quick hit aim, and the other one is very long-term. Clearly, they're very interested in the App Store from Intel. They see that Intel has really worked hard at providing all the billing and everything that goes in the back end to help them develop their app, get it through, get it monetized. So they're quite interested in that. And I think actually, you know, looking forward, that's Intel have done a pretty good job there, and that word needs to be spread forward as we look to Moblin spreading across from smartphones through to netbooks, and we look at the tens of millions of potential devices there. It's actually pretty interesting to talk about those numbers and then the App Store behind that as a process to millions and millions of users. The eyes light up when you mention that. Well, you might not like to hear this, but I actually like the fact that Intel are coming into a space with their low-power platforms, and ARM platforms are hitting the same overlap now. So we're in an area where Intel are able to produce a smartphone, but ARM are also able to produce a PC platform. So we've got this massive, great consumer situation where they're going to get a lot of choice and prices are going to go down. It's going to be a good year.